Hi everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Dr. Kyle Explains, your YouTube channel where we go through GCSE science content quickly and easily. Today we're going to be going over moles and the volume of gas. Now this is a higher tier only topic, and it is also only for the triple only pupils. So thank you to everyone who has been supporting me throughout the year. Please don't forget to give a thumbs up. Please grab your calculator. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And let's go ahead and jump in. Okay, so some key points first of all. So 1 mole of gas occupies 24 decimeter cubes when at 20 degrees and in 1 atmosphere of pressure. Now 1 atmosphere of pressure is basically pressure in normal room pressure, and 20 degrees is roughly what's considered room temperature. So 1 mole of any gas, be it oxygen, nitrogen, carbon dioxide, will always occupy that 24 decimeters cubed. Now just to remind you, 1 decimeter cubed is equal to 1,000 centimeters cubed, and so in order to convert decimeters to centimeters cubed, you times by 1,000, and in order to convert centimeters cubed there, sorry, centimeters cubed, decimeters cubed, you would divide by 1,000. Okay, so the equation that we're going to be using is moles times 24 equals volume. And remember, 24 is decimeters cubed. And so your answer for this always comes out in decimeters cubed for your volume. Moles, obviously, the normal unit is mole. Okay, so let's do some calculations and examples then. So what volume in centimeters cubed does 2.5 moles of oxygen occupy? So oxygen is obviously O2 here, oxygen is 16, so the MR of it is 32. And so all we're going to do then is we've got our number of moles, our equation is moles times 24 equals volume. And so we're therefore going to do 2.5 times 32. So if I do it on my calculator down here, 2.5 times 32, that gives me 80. And remember at the moment that's 80 decimeters cubed. And so what am I going to do? I'm going to then times that by 1,000 to get 80,000. 80, 1, 2, 3, and then centimeters cubed. Nice and easy. So again, all we've done is moles times 24 equals our volume, and then we've just converted it over to get it into centimeters cubed. Okay, next one then. What volume in centimeters cubed does 245 grams of CO2 occupy? Okay, so now we've got grams, and we've got our carbon dioxide there, and we've got our MRs. So what's the first thing we can work out? Well, if I do 12 plus 16 plus 16, that's going to give me an MR of 44 for CO2. And now I know moles equals mass divided by MR. So I'm going to do 245 divided by 44 equals, so I'm going to do 245 divided by 44 equals, and so that's 5.568 reoccurring moles. Now I'm just going to keep that number in my calculator, because what do? Moles times 24 equals volume. And so therefore I'm going to times that by 24. That gives me 133.63 reoccurring there. Remember that's in decimeters cubed. So I'll then times that by 1,000. And that gives me 133,636 point, if I round it up, 4 centimeters cubed. Really well done if you got that right. Okay, last one, a little bit more tricky. What volume of N2 is needed to make 40 grams of ammonia? So what have I always said? Whenever you see an equation like this, just write the equation out and think what you can work out. So I've got 3 hydrogens plus my nitrogen goes to 2NH3. Right, okay, so I've got grams there. I don't have any moles at the moment. I've got my MRs here, and I want to know the volume. So that straight away tells me moles times 24 equals volume. And then this one, grams, so I've got moles equals mass divided by MR. Okay, right, so can't do this one yet because I haven't got a moles, so I'm going to have to do that first. So I'm going to write mass, MR, and moles down here. What do I know? 40 grams of that. Okay, right, what else can I work out? Can I work out an MR? Yes, I can. Do I use my big number? No, I don't. So I've got nitrogen is 14 plus 3 for the hydrogens. That gives me an MR of 17. And so there I'm going to do 40 divided by 17 gives me 2.35 reoccurring 5. And then it's a really long number, so I'm just going to press my button on my calculator to get it into a fraction. And so that gives me 40 over 17 moles. Okay, right, so I want to work out nitrogen. So now I look at my equation. So I've got 2 of these reacting with 1 of those. So I'm going to leave that number in my calculator just there. So remember, here's my big number. Press my SD button to get it into the fraction. And I'm going to then click on my divide by 2. So that gives me 20 over 17. And the reason I've done that is because the ratio is 2 to 1. So I've just divided this number over here by 2 to give me 20 over 17 moles. Okay, right, so I want to know what volume I need. Now, I could carry on this calculation if I wanted to work out my mass, but I don't need to do that. So I've got my number of moles now, and so I've got 20 over 17 moles. So I'm just going to times that by 24, and that gives me equals 28, and if I just stick it to 1 decimal place, 28.2 decimeters cubed. Doesn't ask me to convert it into centimeters cubed, but if I did, I would just times it by 1000 if I wanted to get it into centimeters cubed. And so that would be 28235 centimeters cubed. 2.0 missed there. 2, there we go. Right, okay, lovely stuff. So hopefully you followed that one through. Really well done if you did. Okay, so thank you very much for watching. Please do go through my other videos for more GCSE science help. And remember, if you ever need help with your GCSE science, Dr. Kyle explains. Thanks very much. Bye-bye.